respiratory system awareness. Choose a position in which you're comfortable, either laying in shavasana or sitting in any comfortable posture. Check in with your spine. Feeling if you would like to extend through the crown, lengthening, bringing space between the vertebrae. Let the shoulders, the back, the neck, and the arms relax. Bring the whole body into your awareness and let it soften. Notice your natural breath. It may be deep, it may be shallow. You might notice air coming in through the nose or the mouth. Cool. Coming back out. Warm. And on every exhale, again, let the joints relax, the shoulders, the jaw, the hips. And then shift your awareness to the space between the abdomen and the nose. This is the main space of our respiration. Try to feel from the abdomen to the nose as one unit. Watching as your body expands gently on the inhale and comes to rest on the exhale. Feeling the coolness in the passages of the nose and into the lungs and belly. Watching that area from the nose to the abdomen, noticing what's happening. Increase your awareness of the breath in that area. If you feel any tension, let it subside. Allow, accept, and then come back to noticing the breath in the area of the torso. Shift your awareness to the nose and to the breath in the nostrils. Feeling the cool air slip in through the tips of the nostrils, filling up those inside spaces of the nose. You might get a sense of the tiny hairs that are in the nasal passages that filter out any dirt and dust. You might also get a sense of the light mucous membrane that lines the nasal cavities. This helps to warm and moisten the air as it comes in, so that it is acceptable for the lungs. Can you feel this slight wetness, these tiny hairs, and the air moving in, air moving out? As the air moves in and out of the nose, these tiny hairs and the mucous membrane connect to nerves which go to the brain. And this subtly influences our whole nervous system. The rate at which we breathe, the depth, all have impacts on our nervous system, send messages to the rest of our body. And a restful presence, simply watching cool air come in through the nose and out through the nose. And now shift your awareness to the sinus cavity behind the nose. Feel the coolness up in the sinuses. Maybe you can even feel that temperature in the back of the teeth. Inside the sinus cavity there are tiny scroll-like bones and intricate airway passages. See if you can sense the breath as it flows through this cavity. Can you smell anything as you inhale? Intensify your sense of smell in the sinus cavity as the air comes in and goes out. And now travel from the nasal chambers down into the throat. The opening of the throat is above the soft palate at the back of the mouth. Watching the air come into the throat. And passing back out with the exhale. The throat leads to the pharynx, which stretches down to the larynx, and this is where the vocal cords are. Can you feel the breath passing up and down the back of the throat through the vocal cords, the trachea, the windpipe? And then watch the air coming down the windpipe into the chest. Can you feel the air behind the breastbone, in front of the esophagus? And maybe you can even sense this space, the trachea, which divides into two tubes called bronchi. One enters into the left lung and one into the right. Perhaps you notice that today the breath is traveling more into the left nostril or the right, and hence filling up the left or the right lung. So behind the breastbone, down into the bronchi, can you feel this space where the two tubes divide? And is one receiving more air than the other today, in this moment? Each bronchial tube divides itself into several branches, like a tree. These branches are called bronchioles, and they again divide into smaller and smaller tubes. Feel the air flowing down the trachea, dividing at the bronchi to the left or right and branching out further and further into these smaller and smaller bronchioles. Around the smallest of these tubes are tiny air sacs known as alveoli. And intertwined with the alveoli are minute blood vessels. And this all together is what we call the lung. The spongy lung. Feel the breath being absorbed, coming down into the air sacs. And then being taken up by the blood vessels. How much awareness can you have in your lung? The oxygen in the breath is filtered through these air sacs into the blood vessels, which carry this enriched blood to the heart, where it is pumped to all parts of the body. Do you get a sense of the oxygen being absorbed by the blood and energizing the body on your inhale? The blood vessels also bring back the blood loaded with carbon dioxide on the exhale. Visualize this exchange as well, as the carbon dioxide is carried back through this tree-like lung, up and out, back into the atmosphere. taking out whatever we don't need, the carbon dioxide, the waste, releasing on the exhale. Watch every breath, let go of any tension. See if you can be aware of the breath as it slides in through the nostrils to the back of the throat, down through the windpipe, into the bronchi, down into the lung, and oxygen coming into the body. And then follow this journey as the carbon dioxide comes all the way back out from the blood to the lungs, up through the bronchi, the throat, through the sinus cavity and out through the nostrils. Relax the body, rest and observe. See if you can feel as if every breath were occurring in each and every cell of the body. Feel this oxygenated blood arriving to every part of the body, to the deepest internal organs and the furthest extremities. Gently energizing and rejuvenating the deepest organs, the entire body. Every cell. Experience your breath to the fullest extent. Feel free to stay where you are and continue with your mindful breath, or gently switch back to normal breathing, natural inhale, natural exhale. Bring your awareness to the body. Let yourself move naturally if you'd like to stretch out to anything, any place. Gently starting to wake up the physical body. And when you're ready, slowly becoming aware of your external environment.